watching the 6 o'clock news on Channel 11 with Paige Turner and myself, Eileen Wright.
Thank you for tuning in. We have some exciting stories for you tonight. But first, a prank for the century. The letter T has been disappearing from signs all over the Georgia Tech campus, costing the school more than $100,000 in repairs.
Also, they say a dog is man's best friend, and Yellow Lab Roselle has died this past month and is now being awarded the name of American Hero Dog after saving her owner's life on the World Trade attacks on 9/11.
And finally, a warm happy birthday to Cat Frank and Louie. After overcoming adversity, the one cat with 2 faces reaches the benchmark age of 12.
Wow, that is an inspiring story. But for tonight's main topic, geothermal energy. Could geothermal energy be the answer to our country's global issues?
Last week, the public learned that 2 federal agencies were stopping a California project by company Geothermal Energy from fracturing bedrock miles underground. While trying to extract geothermal energy, a scientific review revealed a potential risk for dangerous earthquakes. Today, we come to you with breaking news.
This project has now been officially abandoned and has removed its drill rig from the site. Also, there will be no continued work at the geysers near this site.
Geothermal's project was the first effort of the Obama administration's major test of geothermal energy as a significant alternative of fossil fuels.
This closing may be linked to recent closings of a similar project in Basel, Switzerland by the Swiss government because of damaging earthquakes in 2006 and 2007.
However, the Department of Energy is still hopeful that geothermal energy holds enormous potential to heat our homes and power our economy while decreasing carbon pollution.
I understand, Paige, that you had the unique opportunity to visit this site. We will now show video footage from that experience.
Here I am at the California site of Geothermal. There is no longer any production of energy here, but it will take time for the plant to be rendered abandoned. Geothermal energy is the thermal energy that has been generated and is stored in the earth. 20% comes from the original formation of the planet, while 80% comes from the radioactive decay of minerals. A geothermal gradient is created by the difference in temperature between the core of the planet and the surface. This drives the continuous conduction of thermal energy from the core to the surface. The plants do not create any form of waste, and as you can see, the plants are considered clean. Geothermal energy produces 1/6 of CO2 compared to relatively clean natural gas-fueled power plants generate. Also, the plants don't take up as much space compared to other types of plants, so they have a very minimal visual impact.
Well, Paige, it seems you have learned a lot about geothermal energy. Do you believe it to be a viable source of energy for our country?
Well, Eileen, it has many positive attributes. It has a very small impact on our environment since it produces a very little amount of nitrogen and sulfur, which result in acid rain and smog.
And compared to other sources of energy, it is constantly available and is unaffected by changes in weather.
Also, geothermal energy can help lift our dependency on foreign imports.
However, many people still believe that the cons outweigh the pros of geothermal energy.
Monetarily, it is much more expensive than other sources. It costs $2,500 per installed kilowatt of energy, and then it produces less kilowatts than other forms of energy.
And since projects have to do many drilling tests on an area, it can be time-consuming and take many years to gain back any energy.
Since it relies on hot water and steam, the amount available can deplete over time.
However, it is possible to inject more water into a site.
But some sites still have to be retired over time as production declines.
And shown by our introduction story, drilling can trigger earthquakes.
Very true. And that concludes our programming for tonight.
From all of us here on Channel 11 News, thank you and good night.